Hello, and welcome back to Hats Off, Unmasking Toxic Masculinity. I'm your host, Dr. James McKnight, and it's a new year, and we're so happy to be back for a new season of vital discussions about men's mental health and featuring dynamic, insightful guests with a particular point of view. Given that, let's bring on our very first special guest, Mike Troy, also known as Brooklyn Mike. It is wonderful to have you here, brother.
Thank you.
You're my first celebrity guest.
Oh, yeah. I thank you for making me feel like a celebrity. Tell my kids that, but thank you. Thank you.
But first, let me tell them a little bit about you, Mike.
Okay.
Mike is an accomplished stand-up comedian, actor, and writer. Although he's Brooklyn-based, he performs a lot in New York. Mike tours throughout the U.S. and internationally. He is the host of the Bounce Comedy Tour in Harlem. Yes. You're going to have to tell us about that. Oh, yeah. The brother in Harlem.
16 years.
The Caribbean Comedy Tour in Freeport, Bahamas. And he has performed in Haiti for Stand Up in Haiti. Outstanding.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. His TV appearances include The Chappelle Show, NBC's Showtime at the Apollo, HBO's Def Comedy Jam. Mike has had reoccurring roles on ABC's One Life to Live and NBC's Law and Order. In addition to being a featured writer for Chris Rock's SNL monologue for his appearance in the 2020, Mike continues to write for Chris on his latest tour. So there he is. This is the celebrity. We're glad to have you here. How you feeling? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm at home. I'm
That's
relaxed.
Right. We go
I'm
way
breathing.
back.
Yeah, we do. So I'm home. This is no big surprise. I feel like I'm home. I promise you.
I like that. Now, you know that Valentine's Day is quickly approaching.
Yeah.
And you know what, Mike? I was thinking, that kind of pushes up on us pretty quickly sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
Before sometimes you look around, it's like, Valentine's Day here, I hadn't taken care of what I needed to take care of.
And I'm glad meet my lady.
That's Michelle.
Yes, Michelle.
Michelle.
We don't celebrate Valentine's.
All right. Oh, really?
Real. And she's just as adamant. And a lot of people every year, people don't really research the history of Valentine's Day.
All right.
It's a dark history.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's a dark history. So we don't. I haven't celebrated Valentine's Day in years.
Really?
Yeah.
So for those brothers who do,
right.
The brothers who's out there delivering from Amazon, just running around, just doing things. Those brothers like myself who was saying, "Hey, we're just busy." Right. And then sometimes you look up, it's like it's here.
Yeah.
So and then you're looking at your girl, and you say to her, "I have not gotten anything. I ran to the store. Everything's gone. Whatever." Now you have to use your comedic mind, your comedic thought. What would you say? What could I say?
I would write her a letter, sing her a song, and I can't sing. I would have to do something creative.
Yes.
Like write her a love letter note or...
Sure.
Right.
And it's not what spending money or whatever. It's the thought that counts. It's the love behind it.
Most definitely.
And what have you. But let's talk a little bit. You've been in comedy for quite some time. How long have you been doing comedy?
Like 30 years.
Wow.
30 plus years.
Sure. And I know that you're also an actor.
Yes.
And I know that because you've worked on a project of mine.
Yes.
And Rhonda Mitchell, MD, that was something that we were working on some years ago. And you did an excellent, in fact, I said to you, you're an excellent actor. So we know that you do both. But being in comedy now, let me see my notes here. Being in comedy now, how is it being a comedian at this time with this political climate?
The climate has changed, obviously, with the new administration. It's changed. You got to be...
Do you still feel like you can kind of say what you want to say, or you...
I do. I do feel like that. I'm just more clever in how I say it.
I like that.
Because you could put a message out there without going... I do it some churches, and I don't know if I'm going to be welcome back to this church, but I did ask the question, if the devil had a Bible, would you read it? and I would read it.
Mm-hmm.
But church folks, they come at me so hard. And it's not like I want to be the devil.
Right.
The one thing I do know about this story is no one ever got a chance to hear his side of the story. You know, it's like your dad that hasn't been in your life. I just want to know his side of the story.
Right.
And when you say stuff like that, mainly pastors, and I don't think it's being disrespectful to the Bible, it's just a question. And then when you get political, you got to know where you're at as far as like, I don't do colleges because
Why is that?
Because there's so many rules and regulations in colleges.
I didn't know that.
You can't talk about this, you can't talk about that. And I went to college, Shaw University, got through that.
All right.
College students, you can't put restrictions on the artists because college students are rude and mean and evil. And if you go there not being yourself,
Right.
They will attack you. And I don't write for a specific demographic. Like I learned a long time ago that I write for a certain group. So I'll keep writing for that group till they all follow me. So I give you guys a quick example.
Yes.
I went to my elementary school for career day, and I thought I was really doing something.
Yes.
And it was for some fourth graders. And what happened was they had a fireman come in and a police officer. And the fireman, they fell in love with him because he promised the kids once they get out of class, they could sit on a fire truck that was parked outside, ring the bell, and the
They
horn.
love that. We love
And
that.
when she introduced me, they just looked at me like, who is this guy? Right? And they made me feel so bad. They was asking me, did I know other celebrity comedians? And one kid was like, you know Kevin Hart? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, why didn't you bring him? I said, And so there was no material that I could think of that I, could prepare for them. And that just wasn't my audience.
Sure.
So you got to know your audience, but colleges, they put too many restrictions on your language, on your subject matters. And so, yeah, I won't do a college.
Right. And so since we're kind of talking about young people, young people sometimes are trying to make decisions about their lives. And some young people will decide to go into entertainment. Right. And I know you decided to do that, of course. Have you always had the support of your parents, your family?
No one. Everyone rejected me. I actually graduated with a BA in criminal justice. I passed the FBI test. I was supposed to go to Quantico, Virginia, where they do the training at. And I drove past it and came all the way home to New York.
Wow.
So my mom's, she was not. Everybody, she has pictures to this day of the test scores of them calling me and saying, you're going to be a United States FBI agent. And my heart wasn't there.
Right.
So she felt like I wasted, my grandmother would say, you want to do comedy? Because, back then she felt like, you afraid of hard work. Like if you wanted to be an artist, she felt like, man, you got to build a house and take care of your family. Jokes is not. So she wasn't there yet as far as being. No one in my family was an artist. Until me. No one. As far as we can go back, we can't think of anyone that's been an artist. So what I realized, I felt like they were all being mean. But I realized everyone that I went to in my family, no one had a business. Everybody worked. And that's all they knew.
Yes, exactly.
So when they looked at me, it was like, you got this college degree and it's going to waste and you want to go out there and entertain. Everybody I asked in my family, nobody owned a store, had a business. So none of them ever took risk.
Right.
And they all just stayed working.
Sure. So when you think back and you look back, were there times that you did have some regrets or thought maybe I should have done that, or you just sailed on through? Well,
I have to be totally honest. I made the right choice. What I realized is that I totally believe I was sent here to do this. And I totally believe that I made the best choice. And I know this is so cliche when they say do something that you love
Yes.
and you'll never feel like you worked.
Mm-hmm.
I never feel like I'm working.
All right. We love hearing that.
Now, so the money goes up and down. Yeah, that comes with it. But I think the passion that I have for it is like, this is what I was sent here to do.
Right, right.
Before we go, we'd like to take time out and say thanks to our podcast community recording here in Harlem, who worked to bring you this episode. Thanks to producers Leonard DePlunk, Paula Farmer, and Jack Hamill. Jack and Leonard on the soundboard and camera, our tech heads. Vanessa McKnight and Cheney McKnight. Stephen Williams, who is mostly in the shadows these days. David Aaron of Short Memory Records for allowing us to use of that sweet jazz number Soy Sauce. And a very special Harlem thank you to international comedian Brooklyn Mike Troy. Thanks for being with us, Brooklyn Mike. You have been listening to Hats Off with Dr. James McKnight. Be well. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult with a healthcare professional regarding any health conditions or concerns. Help is available. Speak with someone today. Dial 988 for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Languages are in English and Spanish. Hours are 24/7. If you need help, please speak with someone today.